So now let's proceed to Module 8, which deals with infection control. The very goal of this module is to prepare participants to practice infection control effectively and apply the principles of standard or universal precautions appropriately in everything they do with home care clients. Protecting clients from infectious disease is an important part of a direct worker's job. It is equally important for direct care workers or caregivers to protect themselves from infections that could limit their ability to work. Also, if the caregiver becomes ill, she or he may pass disease to others. In this module, participants will learn about several important ways to control the spread of germs that cause infections. Okay, let's now define what infection is and what germ is. An infection or infections are problems or diseases that are caused by germs spreading inside the body. Examples are UTI or urinary tract infection, infected wound on the skin, RTI or respiratory tract infection, stomach or intestinal flu. And what are germs? Germs or pathogens are microorganisms which are very tiny living things. Examples are bacteria, fungi, parasites, and viruses. Germs live anywhere, everywhere, inside and outside our bodies. And what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are tiny living things that are too small to see without using a microscope. And how are these germs transmitted from one body to another? The term is modes of transmission or chain of infection. Modes of transmission are the ways that germs are spread from one host to another. And what is a host? A host is an animal, plant, or person that has an infection. Infections happen when germs get into the body and cause problems. Infections are spread in 3 stages. This is called the chain of infection. We have stage 1, wherein germs live in a host, which we said host can be a person or an animal. And then this germ in stage 2 will move out of the first host. And then in stage 3, germs move into a new host. Germs use many routes to get from one host to another. And this is again the modes of transmission. Germs can be spread through the air, animal bites, insect bites, eating or drinking infected food or water, touching and contact with body fluids. First, we have through the air, or what we call airborne. The first host coughs or sneezes. The new host breathes in the germs, or the drops of moisture land on an object, and then the new host touched it and then touches their mouth or eyes. Examples are common cold, the flu, Streptococcus bacteria, tuberculosis, and diphtheria. Another mode of transmission is through animal and insect bites. It goes like an insect or animal bites someone who is infected and then spreads the infection to the next person it bites. Examples are malaria, rabies, and West Nile virus. The next one is through eating or drinking infected food or water. It goes, the first host gets their germs on food or water. Can be by sneezing, coughing, or touching. And then the new host then eats that food or drinks the water. Examples are Escherichia coli, hepatitis A, and cholera. The other mode of transmission is through direct touching. The first host and the new host touch each other. Germs move from one open sore to another or from skin to skin. Examples are scabies, lice, and herpes. It can be also transmitted through body fluids. Body fluids are parts of the body. Those are mostly liquid. It includes blood, pus, fluids from the penis or vagina, mucus, saliva, stools, urine, or vomit. Germs can leave the first host in blood, fluid, or pus from a cut, saliva, mucus from the mouth and throat or sputum, stool or feces or bowel movement, urine, semen or vaginal fluid or vomit. And then the new host gets stuck by a needle or other sharp item that has the host's body fluid on it. And then the new host has an open or cut or scratch that touches the host's body fluid. There is contact with mucous membranes like inside the mouth or vagina of the new host. Examples are HIV or AIDS and hepatitis B and C. Another mode of transmission is what we call the hospital-acquired infection, and this is within the hospital vicinity that can be through touch and airborne transmission in the hospital environment. The examples are pneumonia, Staphylococcus infection, and the MRSA, that stands for methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus and Clostridium difficile. Now, who is most likely to get sick from germs? People who are susceptible to infections are those people who are already sick, feeling stressed, very old, those who are very tired, or very young. Others may get this by not eating healthy diet, who don't wash their hands well, and those who have a weak immune system. That means their body is not good at fighting off things. So what are the signs of infection? If a cut is infected, there is fluid that may come out of the cut, and the cut area may be hurting. The skin around the cut may be red and puffy, and sometimes it may feel warm. Now, if a body part or body system is infected, a client may feel pain in the infected area, sick to their stomach, or they may throw up. They may feel very hot or very cold, or at the same time they may feel very tired. Okay, As I have mentioned a while ago, infection control is anything you do to prevent or stop germs from spreading. Infection control strategies include the following: washing your hands. Do not touch clients' body fluids. Wearing gloves, an apron, and a mask as needed. Get rid of germs on things and in work areas. Put waste in the right place. Avoid handling sharps after the client has used them. So what are standard or universal precautions? This means that you follow steps for infection control every time you work with every client, whether they have infection or not. It is also called universal precaution. You cannot always tell if someone is infected just by looking at them. So you need to follow the steps for infection control every time you work with a client. The strategy of doing this time with every client is called, again, standard precautions, which is also called sometimes a universal precautions. Let's go to what are blood-borne diseases. The blood-borne diseases are caused by germs that can travel in blood and any other body fluids. This includes AIDS, which is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus or HIV, and hepatitis B and C. There are strategies for controlling infections that we mentioned a while ago to keep germs from spreading. You have to cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. Do not come to work when you are sick. Eat a healthy diet. And as a caregiver, keep your nails short. And wash your hands. Wear a mask and gloves as needed. And wear simple jewelry or no jewelry at all. When you cook as caregiver, you have to clean cooking areas before and after cooking meat, fish, and poultry. And put away food carefully. You have to rinse can taps before opening them. Wash fruits and vegetables before eating or cooking them. Wash meat, fish, and poultry before cooking them. And as a caregiver or home care aid worker, when you clean, you have to keep your work area clean and free of insects. You have to put dirty linens in a laundry bag. Put out clean towels often. And you have to throw away waste and use needles in the right place. Using standard precautions. It is a practice infection control with every client to protect yourselves and others from blood-borne diseases. As a healthcare worker, you will also get vaccinated and must be vaccinated against hepatitis B. Remember, you cannot get blood-borne disease just from touching, hugging, or being in the same room with a client who has a blood-borne disease. These clients need the same caring, kindness, and attention that you give to any other client. Now, in washing your hands, Why should you wash your hands? Washing your hands is the best way to control infections. When should you wash your hands? Before you touch a client, because this protects the client from your germs. And you have to wash your hands after you touch a client, because this helps you avoid spreading the client's germs. And after you touch something that could have germs on it. Wash your hands also before you leave a client's home. Wash your hands after you cough, sneeze, or blow your nose. Get to client's home, tear your glove, and use the toilet. Now, I have some Q&As here. Question: there is no soap or water here. How can I wash my hands? The answer: you can use antiseptic gel or towelettes, but you should wash your hands with soap and water as soon as possible. Another question: the client's saliva is on my elbow. What should I do? Your answer: sometimes a part of your body touches things that may have germs on them. If this happens, wash the part with soap and water right away. If germs get in your eyes, nose, or mouth, rinse them well with plenty of water. Another question: I know that germs live on faucets and inside sinks. How should I wash my hands? The answer: have a clean paper towel ready. Use it to turn the faucet on and off. And if you touch the inside of the sink, wash your hands again. Okay, wearing gloves and other PPE. And what is PPE? PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment. This is anything you wear or use that makes a barrier between you and germs. PPE includes gloves, gowns or aprons, masks, and goggles. Gloves are the most commonly used PPE. And why should you wear gloves? Wearing gloves keep you from touching body fluids. Body fluids have germs in them. In general, wear gloves anytime you might touch body fluids. Wear gloves when you change bandages or dressing, clean areas where body fluids have spilled, collect or touch urine or stool samples, press down to stop bleeding, touch dirty items, use personal care, touch dirty or bloody linens, towels, or clothes. Wear gloves when assisting client to bathe, taking care of their legs, using a toilet, bedpan, urinal, or commode, while you are changing their pad or brief, taking care of their catheter, and use gloves only once. Never use them again, even if you wash them. If a glove tears, take off both gloves right away. Wash your hands well and put another pair of gloves. And how should you clean up germs? In cleaning dishes, wash the client's dishes with warm water and dish soap. Rinse and air dry the dishes. If you dry dishes with a towel, use a clean towel each time. To clean items used in personal care, you have to handle razors with care. Throw them away the same you throw away needles. You wash thermometers in cool water and soap. Wipe them with alcohol before and after use. Make sure the client does not share personal care items with other family members. And how you clean spilled body fluids. First, put on gloves. Wipe the spill with paper towels. Throw away the paper towels in the garbage and use 2 bags. Take off and throw away your gloves. Wash your hands and use bleach and water solution to get rid of germs. Cleaning up germs. Home health aides may be asked to disinfect items used by the client. When an object is disinfected, only pathogens are destroyed. When an object is sterilized, all microorganisms are destroyed, not just pathogen. Let me define disinfecting. Disinfecting is by using a bleach and water solution to kill germs when cleaning. And in sterilizing, it is a cleaning process that kills all microorganisms, not just germs. This process is generally not done by caregivers or home health aides in the home. Now, let's talk about different cleaning products for different jobs. You can use detergent and hot water to clean the following: clothes or washing clothes, washing dishes, washing sheets and towels. And you can use bleach and water to clean the following: bathroom and kitchen surfaces, cleaning spilled body fluids, and cleaning toilets. You can use vinegar and water to clean and prevent odors for following jobs: surfaces in the bathtub, shower and kitchen, cleaning urinals, bedpans, commodes, and toilets. Now, let's go on to how to make bleach and water solution for disinfecting. You will need 1 measuring cup, empty plastic with a cup. Make sure it can hold more than 11 cups of fluid. Label and marker or permanent marker, liquid bleach, rubber utility gloves, and water. Now, the steps are: you have to wash your hands first and put on rubber gloves. Measure 10 cups of water and pour them into the bottle. Measure 1 cup of bleach and pour it into the bottle as well. Put the cup on the bottle. Shake the bottle. Write bleach solution 1:10 and the date on the bottle. You have to keep the solution out of reach of children. Then take off and rinse the gloves, hang them up to dry, and wash your hands again. So you just have prepared a bleach solution with a dilution of 1:10. Now, how to make vinegar and water solution. The materials materials you need are as follows: a measuring cup, empty plastic bottle with a cup, and make sure it can hold more than 4 cups of fluid. Label and marker or permanent marker. You will need water and of course white vinegar. Now, the steps of making water and vinegar solution are as follows. You have to wash your hands. Measure 3 cups of water and pour them into the bottle. Measure 1 cup of vinegar and pour it into the bottle. Put the cup on the bottle and shake it. Write vinegar solution 1:3 and the date on the label or bottle. Keep the solution out of reach of children and wash your hands. Now, why should you handle dirty laundry with care? Doing the laundry, you have to put on gloves and apron. Put a laundry bag where you can reach it. Roll items away from your body. Wrap the dirty areas inside the clean areas. Never shake out dirty laundry. This can put germs into the air. Put dirty laundry right onto the laundry bag. Take off your gloves and wash your hands. To wash dirty laundry, you have to soak very dirty items in a bleach solution for at least 10 minutes. Wash the laundry in the washing machine with 1 cup of bleach. Wash the laundry again with regular laundry soap. Dry the laundry in the dryer. To wash dirty colored laundry, first, you have to wash the laundry in the washing machine with 1 cup of household disinfectant such as Lysol. Wash the laundry again with regular laundry soap and then dry the laundry in the dryer. As a caregiver, you may wash the laundry by hand. Use a basin, bathroom sink, or bathtub. Never use kitchen sink. First, you have to put on rubber gloves. Wash the laundry in 1 ounce of disinfectant per gallon of water plus detergent. Rinse the laundry well at least 3 times. Then clean the sink, basin, or tub with the bleach and water solution. Why should you handle waste with care? Because body fluids and things that touch body fluids have germs in them, and germs can make people sick. How should you get rid of body fluids? You have to flush them down the toilet. Body fluids again include stools, urine, vomit. And waste materials include like used briefs and pads, used catheters, used dressing and bandages, used paper towels, and used tissues. Now, what are sharps? These are used needles and razors. And why should you handle sharps with care? Used needles and razors have body fluids on them. Body fluids have germs in them. So if you get stuck with a needle or cut with a razor, you can get sick. Needles and razors can tear through garbage bags, so they need to go in a heavy plastic container with cap or lid. How should you get rid of sharps? You will need gloves, label or permanent marker, plastic bags, Sharps container with the tough plastic with a cup. Used needles and razors have body fluids on them. As much as possible, avoid handling sharps. Instead, as a caregiver, you have to assist the client to use and dispose of them properly using a specially prepared sharps container. Follow these safety rules for all sharps. Never put sharps anywhere except the sharps container. Never put sharps directly in a garbage bag. Never try to put a sharp in the sharps container after the container is more than halfway full. And follow these safety rules for needles. Never bend or break a needle. Never recap used needles. Never take used needles out of syringes. And never use a needle again.